What is a minor inconvenience that absolutely destroys you? Hey, did you know this thing that is totally unrelated to what you're talking about, and therefore indicative that I am not even trying to listen to what you're trying to say? And since you're here, let me tell you all about my day and about all the people that you don't know and couldn't possibly care one bit about. When my girlfriend talks, she just keeps going. I clocked her at 7 minutes straight without stopping, and I swear there are times she goes even longer. The only way I can have a conversation with her is by interrupting. If you're a fan of epic narrative stories though, she is great. When I plop down on the couch and put my feet up only to find I left my drink in the kitchen. On top of this, when you get into a comfortable position in bed only to realize you forgot to do something. Or have to pee. Having one nostril clogged. Or when your throat is just slightly sore, not enough to be sucking on lozenges, but just enough that you notice it doesn't feel right every time you swallow, laying down to go to bed and getting comfy and then seeing the glow under the bedroom door of a light this dumbass forgot to turn off. Sticky hands or fingers. When my hands get messy at work, I have to stop immediately and wash. Thank you. Nobody I know understands that sticky hands are just the worst. Every single site in the world now wants me to log in. Why? Also, the passwords for our site that you will visit once every 2 years have to be exactly 16 characters long and must include an asterisk, the word bun, and an emoji of a kind of fruit. Also, we will not tell you these rules until you've given up and asked to reset your password. Obviously, you can't reuse a password that you've used in the past 35 years. Since the consequences of someone fraudulently looking at our collection of Angry Birds fan art are too horrible to contemplate. You speak directly to my soul. Lmao. Emergency poops when I'm ready to leave home. When I need to leave in the morning, but I haven't gone yet and I know if I don't take care of it at home, I'm gonna be fighting it in the car. When the flush sensor on the toilet doesn't function properly. It goes off before I've achieved an acceptable distance from it, or it doesn't go off at all. If anybody can figure it out, it's you. Anus Einstein. That little bit of pee I can't get out until my pants are back on. God, that's the worst. The quality of the show I was watching drops. For a second I thought you were talking about watching a show on a streaming service and the video quality drops and gets all pixelated and junk. That to me is also a real minor inconvenience that gets me riled. Dropping my car keys under the driver's seat. I will try and get them fully, knowing I can never reach them unless I get up. It's even worse when something falls into that Bermuda Triangle. When two people in a grocery stop, trolleys side by side and block the entire aisle just to have a conversation. Especially when you're working there. God, some customers are the worst. Slow internet. I used to study uni in Singapore. I experienced 1 Gbps internet. When I go back, everything is so slow. Getting headphones snagged on things like doorknobs. And the irrational flash of rage that comes with it. If I'm having any kind of bad day, the shit will make me lose it. It happens to me way too much, I just don't get it. There is a sequence of double light switches going from the living room to outside through the kitchen in my house that I flip into the order that I can't hit both the switches in each spot into the Same position and it turns the lights off behind me and on in front of me, then the same when going back in the opposite direction. Nobody else respects the sequence and the switches are thrown into chaos. Nobody respects spreading butter out of the tub instead of scooping it either. Customer in line ahead of me at store who questions prices ringing up on register and demands to have stock boy run to confirm. Or at the coffee shop. Now when I'll say black here, what do you mean by that? It's black tea. Oh okay. Do'll have Jenny Smith's fantastic blueberry scone Chinese lavender red tea? No. This is Dunkin' Donuts. Having to stay at work until the end of my shift, or late, rather than leaving 5-10 minutes early. If I leave 10 minutes early, I can get home in about 45-50 minutes. If I leave on time or later, it takes about 1:15 instead. I'm early to work 15-20 minutes every day. If anything goes wrong on the trains and I'm 5 minutes late, they try to make you feel guilty as shit. Good job I don't give a shit what they think. Getting out of bed for work. I can relate definitely if it's a minimum wage job with no benefits.